What if I told you that the world's fastest growing sport was born out of boredom, a backyard, and a dog named Pickles? Yep, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the untold history of pickleball, a quirky invention that went from neighborhood pastime to a global craze that's winning over celebrities, athletes, and millions of everyday players. Grab your paddle, because this story is about to get way more fascinating than you'd expect. The summer of 1965, where it all began. Our story starts in the summer of 1965 on Bainbridge Island, Washington. Imagine this. Former Congressman Joel Pritchard and his friend Bill Bell were looking to entertain their families on a lazy summer afternoon. The kids were bored, the badminton set was missing a shuttlecock, and out of pure improvisation, they grabbed a perforated plastic ball and lowered the badminton net. That tiny decision, just making do with what they had, sparked the very first game of pickleball. At the time, it wasn't called pickleball. It was simply a fun backyard experiment that combined bits of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. The laughter, the competition, and the accessibility of the game kept everyone hooked. And of course, there's the famous dog story. Pickles, the Pritchard family dog, loved chasing stray balls and running off with them. Some say the game was named after him. Others claim pickleboat, a term in rowing for crews made up of leftover rowers, inspired the name. The truth? It's probably a mix of both. But pickleball stuck, and that's what matters. From driveway pastime to community favorite. Over the next few years, friends and neighbors on Bainbridge Island couldn't get enough of this new game. What made it so addictive? For one, the rules were simple. Anyone could pick up a paddle and play within minutes. Unlike tennis, the smaller court size meant less running, making it accessible for kids, adults, and even seniors. By 1967, the first permanent pickleball court was built in Pritchard's backyard. That was the moment pickleball shifted from casual experiment to established sport. Slowly, word spread across Washington state. If you think about it, this was before the internet, before social media. The game grew purely by word of mouth. Neighbors telling neighbors, families teaching families. It was grassroots growth in its purest form. The 1970s, pickleball gets serious. By the early 1970s, pickleball's founders realized they had something bigger on their hands. People weren't just playing in driveways anymore. Schools, recreation centers, and community clubs were adopting it. In 1972, the very first corporation was founded to protect the creation and officially promote pickleball. The game even started appearing in magazines and local newspapers. Pickleball was still quirky, still niche, but it was carving out a real identity. Paddles evolved too. Early players used homemade wooden paddles, often crafted in garages. They were heavy but effective, and they gave pickleball its signature pop sound. This decade laid the foundation. Rules were standardized. Communities embraced the sport, and the quirky backyard game became something people could actually take seriously. The 1980s, first tournaments and formal recognition. Fast forward to 1984, and we hit a milestone. The first official pickleball tournament in Tukwila, Washington. Players from across the region showed up, marking pickleball's arrival as a competitive sport. That same year, the USA Pickleball Association, USAPA, was founded to promote and regulate the game nationwide. Now, think about this. By the late 80s, tennis was already global and racquetball had its moment. But pickleball, it was just starting to crawl out of the shadows. Yet what made it special was its inclusivity. Unlike sports that required youth, speed, or expensive gear, pickleball gave everyone, from kids to retirees, a fair shot at fun. The 1990s and 2000s, quiet expansion. For a while, pickleball's growth was steady but quiet. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, courts popped up across the U.S., especially in retirement communities. Florida and Arizona became hotbeds of pickleball activity, with seniors embracing the game as a fun, low-impact way to stay active. During this period, pickleball was still flying under the radar. If you told someone you played pickleball, chances are they'd say, "What's that?" But beneath the surface, the sport was quietly building an army of loyal players. Recreational centers, PE classes, and senior communities kept spreading the game, one court at a time. The explosion of the 2010s, then came the boom. Around 2010, pickleball's popularity started skyrocketing. The numbers are wild. By the mid-2010s, thousands of new courts were being built across the U.S. every year. Media outlets began covering it. Tournaments grew larger, attracting players of all ages. Technology played a role too. Composite paddles replaced the old wooden ones, offering better control, power, and lighter weight. Companies began producing specialized balls for indoor and outdoor play. Suddenly, pickleball looked and felt like a modern sport. But perhaps the biggest driver was community. Pickleball was, and still is, incredibly social. You don't just show up to play. You meet new people, laugh, and bond over the game. In an age where so much social interaction went online, pickleball offered something real face-to-face, and people loved it. Celebrities, pros, and the big spotlight. The mainstream perception of pickleball dramatically shifted with the entry of high-profile celebrities. It started with A-listers like Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney, and members of the Kardashian family simply picking up paddles for leisure. This organic interest quickly escalated when sports icons like LeBron James, Tom Brady, and Kevin Durant didn't just play. They invested in professional pickleball teams. This was a pivotal moment, signaling that the sport was more than a passing fad. It was a serious business opportunity. The influx of star power and financial backing enabled Major League Pickleball, MLP, to launch and grow, transforming it into a legitimate pro circuit with significant prize money and corporate sponsorships. As a result, MLP events began to be broadcast on networks like ESPN, cementing pickleball's rise from a backyard pastime to a globally recognized, celebrity-endorsed sport with a legitimate future in the athletic landscape. The pandemic effect. In a twist of fate, the COVID-19 pandemic became a powerful catalyst for pickleball's growth. With many traditional sports and indoor fitness centers shut down, people actively sought socially distanced outdoor activities. Pickleball, with its minimal equipment, small group play, and compact court size, was the perfect solution. Families began setting up makeshift courts in their driveways, and local parks quickly saw a surge in demand. This surge in participation transformed the sport's trajectory. By 2021, the Sports and Fitness Industry Association officially named pickleball the fastest-growing sport in America, a title it has held for several consecutive years, demonstrating its enduring appeal and remarkable momentum. The global craze today. So, where are we now? Today, pickleball is played in over 70 countries, with governing bodies pushing for Olympic recognition in the future. Participation has doubled year after year in the U.S., with millions of active players. Courts are popping up everywhere: schools, gyms, community parks, even rooftops in big cities. What started as a humble backyard fix has become a global movement. And the funniest part? The core of the game hasn't changed. It's still about grabbing a paddle, hitting a wiffle ball, and laughing with friends. Why the world fell in love with pickleball. So why did pickleball succeed where other niche sports faded? 3 big reasons. 1. Accessibility. It's easy to learn and cheap to play. 2. Community. It's as social as it is competitive. 3. Adaptability. It works for kids, pros, seniors, and everyone in between. Pickleball didn't just grow because of marketing or celebrity hype. It grew because it filled a gap, a sport that brought people together without barriers. From a boring afternoon in 1965 to a global craze backed by Hollywood stars and pro athletes, pickleball's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. And the best part? This is just the beginning. So, what do you think? Will pickleball become an Olympic sport one day? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories just like this one. Until next time, keep swinging, and maybe, just maybe, go thank a dog named Pickles for starting it all.